Hi everyone, and welcome to my game of the month for July 2023. This is Nishiyama vs Taniai from the Asahi Cup Stage 1 prelims. Playing Sente is Nishiyama Tomoka, a women's professional Triple Crown title holder, Queen, Women's Meijin, and Women's Osho. In shogi, the women's professional circuit rarely intersects with a regular professional circuit, but in this instance, the Asahi Cup organizers invited Nishiyama to join the tournament. Actually, there is no restriction prohibiting women's professionals from attempting to become regular professionals. As one of the strongest women professionals in history, Nishiyama was formerly an apprentice professional ranked 3 dan. In 2020, she achieved 14 wins and 4 losses in the 3 dan league, the biannual qualifying tournament where the top 2 finishers automatically become new regular professionals. Her result stands today as the best ever result for a woman in the 3 dan league, good enough to tie for first place. Because of her lower ranking seed, which is her placement in the previous 3 dan league, Nishiyama did not become a regular professional. By the way, the 2 players who finished directly after Nishiyama have since both become 4 dan professionals. But please look at the player who finished directly ahead of Nishiyama. This is Taniai Hiroki, whose equal result of 14 wins and 4 losses was good enough on that day because of his superior ranking seed. Today, Taniai is a regular professional ranked 4 dan, and today, he is Nishiyama's opponent, playing Gote. Let's take a look at their game. Nishiyama's first move is rook to 7-8, immediately going for a third file rook. Taniai plays pawn to 3-4, and now we see the meaning of Nishiyama's first move. After pawn to 7-6 in this position, Taniai could go for an early bishop exchange and drop it to 4-5, forking 2 pawns and making a horse. Instead, Nishiyama plays silver to 6-8. Now Taniai closes the bishop diagonal with pawn to 4-4, and it seems likely that the game will proceed to a double ranging rook opening. Pawn to 7-6, silver to 3-2, pawn to 7-5, silver to 4-3, king to 4-8, bishop to 3-3, silver to 3-8. And seeing this move, Taniai swings his rook to 2-2, confirming the double ranging rook opening. Compared to double static rook and static rook against ranging rook, it's rare to see double ranging rook in professional games. For this reason, I think it's not as well studied, with much less established joseki in comparison. Even at the professional level, I feel that it's an opening which rewards creative innovation. Pawn to 7-4, pawn takes, rook takes, pawn to 2-4, king to 3-9, pawn to 2-5, rook to 7-6. Nishiyama prevents Taniai from exchanging pawns and threatens to create a foothold with pawn drop 7-4, so Taniai defends, playing pawn drop 7-3, and the opening continues with gold to 5-8, silver to 8-2, pawn to 9-6, king to 6-2, pawn to 5-6, king to 7-2, silver to 5-7, gold to 5-2, bishop to 9-7. Nishiyama activates his bishop to 9-7, but sees the bishop diagonal to Taniai. I was taught that it was easier to make play with control over this diagonal, so in this position I might consider pawn to 4-5, knight to 7-7, silver to 5-4, and I think this would have led to another equal game. Taniai plays the move gold to 6-2, completing his peerless gold castle. This castle strongly defends the king's head, but is weaker from the side, and contains an unfavorable wall shape. Nevertheless, it is a good castle in double ranging rook because it's strong against frontal attacks. In contrast, Nishiyama's Mino castle is strong from the side, but weaker at the king's head. One good point of this castle in double ranging rook is that it is easier for Nishiyama to part with her rook, because the Mino could strongly resist a rook drop from the side. And here Nishiyama proceeds with pawn to 5-5, opening her rook's flank, but giving Taniai a potentially overextended target. Taniai responds with pawn to 4-5, rook to 5-6, pawn to 1-4. If Nishiyama answers the edge with pawn to 1-6, Taniai could have a chance to make a strong edge attack with pawn to 1-5 later in the game. Maybe she decided that this would be too dangerous, so she plays knight to 7-7, allowing Taniai to take the edge with pawn to 1-5, and proceeds with king to 2-8, pawn to 9-4, bishop to 8-6. This bishop takes a good position. In addition to pressure along the long diagonal, it covers the 7-7 knight and enables a potential edge attack with pawn to 9-5. Now Taniai floats the rook up to 2-4, and maybe his next move would be pawn to 3-5 to open the rook's flank, but at this moment, Nishiyama begins the fight with pawn to 4-6, which gives Taniai a couple options. First, he could simply take it, and after silver takes, pawn to 2-6, pawn takes, rook takes, pawn drop 2-7, rook to 2-4 would be a natural continuation, and this might be an equal game. But in the game, Taniai chooses the more fighting option of silver to 4-4. It's kind of dangerous because Nishiyama could consider pawn to 5-4. Pawn takes, bishop to 3-1 promotes. And maybe silver to 5-3 would be okay for Taniai, but how about silver to 3-5? This could lead to a really big fight after knight to 6-5, bishop takes 9 and promotes, rook takes 5-4, but maybe Taniai's defense would hold after lance drop 5-1. He can respond to pawn drop 5-3 with gold to 4-3, and to horse to 4-1 with horse to 3-3. I guess this might not be very satisfying for Nishiyama. So in the game, Nishiyama proceeds with pawn takes 4-5, silver takes, rook to 7-6. It might appear that she's giving up a pawn after bishop takes 5-5, but it seems that Nishiyama has prepared a powerful attack, starting with silver to 5-6, silver takes, rook takes. If the bishop escapes, then pawn drop 5-4 looks good, whereas after silver drop 5-4, how about silver drop 6-5? For example, bishop takes 7-7 promotes, bishop takes, silver takes 6-5, rook to 4-6. The only way to stop both promotion threats would be pawn drop 4-4, but after rook takes, pawn drop 4-3, Nishiyama could play her trump card and offer a rook exchange with bishop to 6-8. Taniai can't accept a rook trade because his castle is weak against rook drops, and Nishiyama could respond to rook to 1-4 with rook to 4-5. So the only option would be rook to 2-2, rook takes 3-4, silver drop 3-3, rook to 3-6. But in this position, despite having a knight and a silver for Nishiyama's bishop, I think Taniai would have an inferior position due to his pawn shortage. So instead, Taniai activates his rook with pawn to 3-5, and Nishiyama goes for a silver exchange with silver to 4-6, silver takes, rook takes, making an additional threat of promoting her rook to 4-1, which Taniai defends with pawn drop 4-3. At a glance, the game seems to be balanced. Nishiyama has 2 pawns in hand, and her left knight can be used in attack, but Taniai has taken the edge on Nishiyama's castle, and the 5-5 pawn remains a target. With one move, Nishiyama shifts the flow. Pawn drop 4-2. An awesome dangling pawn. A dagger into the heart of Taniai's camp. If Taniai plays bishop takes, then silver drop 4-1, and after gold to 5-1, silver to 3-2 promotes. Taniai's bishop would suddenly run out of squares. It's trapped. On the other hand, after gold takes, silver drop 5-1, gold to 5-2, silver takes 6-2 promotes, king takes, gold drop 4-5, Nishiyama would have the advantage thanks to Taniai's weakened castle. Watching this game on the live commentary app and seeing Nishiyama make this move, I remember gasping out loud and being unable to contain my astonishment. Anyway, Taniai responds with pawn to 8-4, eliminating the wall shape and making an escape route for his king. After pawn to 4-1 promotes, pawn to 8-5, bishop to 7-5, bishop takes 5-5, rook to 7-6. Actually, I'm a little bit unsure about this position. I think Taniai could have played rook to 7-4. The idea being that after silver drops 6-5, Taniai could go for a spectacular attack, starting with rook takes 7-5, rook takes, bishop takes 7-7 promotes, rook takes, bishop drop 5-5, making a powerful threat of knight drop 3-6. For example, after bishop drop 6-6, knight drop 3-6, king to 1-8, Taniai could go for brinkmate with pawn to 1-6. If pawn takes, then silver drop 2-8, whereas after bishop takes 5-5, pawn takes 1-7 promotes, knight takes, silver drop 2-8, bishop takes 1 promotes, pawn drop 1-6, Nishiyama's king would again be in brinkmate. So Nishiyama would have to respond to this, but then Taniai would get her rook. Pawn drop 4-6, bishop takes 7-7 promotes. And it's scary to hand over the initiative at this moment, but I think Taniai could hang on after rook drop 3-2, horse to 3-3, rook to 3-1 promotes, rook drop 2-2. If Nishiyama doesn't have a good follow-up, this might not be a good outcome for her. In the live commentary, it's mentioned that after the game, Nishiyama and Taniai discussed this move in the position after pawn to 2-6, pawn takes. But this is where I couldn't understand it. After rook to 7-4, silver drop 6-5. The previous variation would no longer work because Nishiyama's king could now escape to 2-7. Instead, after rook to 2-4, pawn drop 5-4, it seems to me like a failure for Taniai. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to understand this point. And if you have any ideas or thoughts regarding this matter, I would love to hear them all in the comments. Anyway, Taniai plays the move silver drop 3-6, making use of the bishop's pin and threatening the 2-6 pawn. But Nishiyama finds a good defense of pawn drop 4-6. If rook takes 2-6, she could drop her last pawn in hand to 2-7, making a double attack on the silver and the rook. So Taniai has no choice but to proceed with pawn drop 2-7, silver takes promotes, king takes. And even though he exchanged the silver from Nishiyama's Mino castle, his pawn shortage makes it difficult to continue attacking. At this timing, he goes around with rook to 7-4, and after silver drops 6-5, he goes for an attack by abandoning his rook. Rook takes 7-5, rook takes, bishop takes 4-6. It might not look too dangerous right now, but Nishiyama can't afford to be careless. In this position, many of us might be tempted by the natural rook drop 2-2, but actually it's a trap. Taniai could counter with silver drop 3-6. If pawn takes, then bishop drop 5-5 attacks the rook and makes a threat of bishop to 2-8 promotes, checkmate. After king to 3-8, silver takes 2-7 promotes, knight takes, pawn to 3-6 makes a severe attack against the head of Nishiyama's king. One way to defend it would be gold to 4-7, but after pawn takes 3-7 promotes, gold takes, bishop takes promotes, king takes, bishop drop 5-5, it definitely feels like Taniai would have succeeded in turning the tables. This seems to be Taniai's trap. Other rook drops in this position also seem to be ineffective. After rook drop 3-1, Taniai could ignore the threat of king to 5-1 because he has a countermeasure in silver drop 4-2. And rook drop 3-2 would be no good after bishop drop 1-4 followed by pawn to 3-6. So what does Nishiyama play? In just 20 seconds, she decides to throw away one of her strongest attacking pieces. She plays the king to 5-1. A great decision. In a light but powerful attack, this pawn makes a heroic self-sacrifice, and after gold takes, rook drop 3-1, gold to 6-1, rook takes 2-1 promotes, Nishiyama gets a knight in hand, a very important piece. Now she can drag Taniai's king out of his castle at any moment with knight drop 8-4. If Taniai attacks with silver drop 3-6, I think it might be possible to first escape with king to 3-8, and after silver takes 3-7 promotes, knight takes, pawn to 3-6, to defend patiently with silver drop 4-8. Taniai seems to lack the sufficient attacking power to break this defense. One example would be bishop drop 8-4, rook to 7-6, pawn takes 3-7 promotes, silver takes, bishop to 5-7 promotes, gold takes, bishop takes promotes, gold to 4-8, horse takes 6-7, bishop drop 5-6, horse takes 7-6, knight drop 8-4, king to 8-3, silver takes 7-6, and this would be clearly winning for Nishiyama. In the game, Taniai plays pawn to 3-6, but Nishiyama now activates her other rook with rook to 7-6. After pawn takes 3-7 promotes, knight takes, Taniai's bishop is forced away from Nishiyama's king. He promotes it to 7-9, but Nishiyama proceeds with knight takes 8-5, attacking the horse again. For example, after horse to 6-9, Nishiyama's attacking speed with pawn drop 7-4. So Taniai decides to throw it away with pawn drop 3-6. And after knight drop 8-4, king to 8-3, rook takes 7-9, he plays bishop drop 4-6, forking the rook and the knight. In reality, this move seems to be preparing Taniai's resignation, because Nishiyama responds with bishop drop 7-4. And seeing this move, Taniai resigns. If he takes the bishop, then after silver takes, king takes 8-4, silver drops 7-5, his king would be caught in a checkmate. a total victory for Nishiyama. For me, the highlight of the game was definitely her brilliant pawn maneuver that destroyed Taniai's camp from within. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.